Hello everybody, I am back with another video, and today I'll be doing my Wii collection for you guys. The first game I have here is obviously an essential because it comes with the system when you purchase it, and that is Wii Sports. This is a title that doesn't really need any explanation. All of you guys know what's in this little package of sport games. The next game we have here is Goldeneye 007, originally released on the N64. This is not a direct remake of that game, and it is by no means as good as that original game either. Now, the game does offer online play via Wi-Fi, and you can play online with other people. I have not tried that, but I have played through the campaign, and I did enjoy it. There are some similarities and a lot of differences between the N64 version and this one. Some of the similarities are that, you know, the level or the game does open up at the dam like the one the N64 did, and you get to, you know, infiltrate the facility by, you know, dropping from that bathroom vent and, you know, attacking that guy. All that stuff is still there. What's different about this game, for one, Daniel Craig is the main protagonist as opposed to Pierce Brosnan, which is, you know, made no difference to me. One of the other things is obviously the game is much more polished than the N64 version, which I didn't think I would bother me that much, but actually it did bother me quite a bit. And some of the more noticeable levels are the tank level. I really enjoyed that level in the N64 version. It was right after the archives when you come out and you get in this tank and you can just go through the city and just run over people, and you know, you hear like their bones crunching, and there's just like this really great music playing in the background. Well, in this version, you know, it's that same, it's kind of that same atmosphere still, but the level itself looks completely different, and it was really unrecognizable. Unless you played the original, you really, like, wouldn't have been able to tell the difference because they were just two completely different levels. And in this, you're like almost in a construction site in some random city, and I just didn't have that same feeling of excitement as I was going through this. Still is a lot of fun, offers a great campaign, you know, a lot of the same levels, and some new ones too. So it's really great. I definitely recommend it. The multiplayer isn't as fun, but I still enjoyed it. So if you guys get a chance, definitely check out Goldeneye 007. The price has definitely dropped these days as well. The next game we have here is Kirby's Epic Yarn. One of the most gorgeous games available on the Wii. I seriously just love this game so much. While so many people you know, are kind of scared away and are not really enjoying this game very much because it does kind of break away from the traditional roots of Kirby that many people enjoy, which is obviously sucking up your enemies and taking their abilities. This game is different from that in that obviously it's made out of yarn. So you basically have this little lasso where you can strap on your enemies and kind of unravel them. And so while it does kind of stray away from, you know, the traditional gameplay of Kirby, I still found myself just loving this game so much because it has adorable characters, addicting gameplay, and some of the best 2D platforming available on the Wii today. You know, do not let the childish graphics and gameplay and simplicity of the game turn you away from the game by any means, because it is just so fun. It should be experienced by anyone. One of the other things that you can do in this game is morph into different things, like a saucer or a dolphin or a tank and things like that, and you can kind of destroy like other enemies in your environments. But I can't stress enough, guys, this game is just adorable. It looks incredible, and should definitely be played by anyone who's a fan of 2D. The next game I have here is Mad World. I actually have not had a chance to play this yet, but I'm very excited to. The cel-shaded graphics just look really interesting. It looks kind of almost similar to like those movies like Sin City and The Spirit and 300 and stuff, where like only certain colors are stressed, and obviously red is really the only color that's stressed because of blood. It just looks really morbid and gory, so I'm excited to get into this. Maybe you guys can give me your thoughts. And of course, a Wii collection is not complete without Mario Kart. Just a fantastic game, a great roster of characters, a lot of great new levels, as well as a lot of some of the older levels are implemented in the game as well, from the GameCube versions, the GBA, the SNES, and the N64 version as well. So I don't have any complaints with this game other than the fact that when you're playing on like 150cc and you're in first place, you could literally be at the very end of the race, and out of nowhere a blue shell hits you, and you end up in like 6th or 8th place. And it really sucks that they did that. The developers really almost made it impossible to get in first sometimes, which can get really frustrating. But other than that, it's a great game. It's a lot of fun to play with your friends, and online works really well too. So if you don't have Mario Kart Wii already, you definitely need to get it. It is just a fantastic. The next game we have here is Sin and Punishment Star Successor. Actually, Sin and Punishment 2, the original, was released on the N64, exclusive in Japan, was later ported to the Virtual Console on the Wii. I have not played either version of those, but I have played this. I actually beat it in one sitting. I just thought it was so great. Pete Dorr actually did a review for it, so you can check that out for further gameplay footage. But basically, it is just a crazy side-scrolling shooter that has you as one of 2 playable characters in the game, and you basically just go through a series of levels just shooting all kinds of enemies in crazy-looking environments that just look really gorgeous on the Wii. The graphics in this really show off pretty well for what the Wii can do. And there's a great variety of bosses, and it actually kind of takes a while to figure out the weaknesses of the bosses in order to defeat them. So I found that really interesting, and like I said, guys, I beat this in one sitting. So while it doesn't take it long to beat, you can always go back and try and beat your high score and upload it online so that you can kind of compete with other people's for high scores. So it is very, very fun, and it's very cheap and affordable these days as well. So I definitely recommend checking out Sin and Punishment Star Successor. The next game we have here is the 25th anniversary limited edition first print of Super Mario AllStars. Now, I wasn't extremely impressed with this collection, you know, seeing that I was hoping Nintendo would do something a little bit more with this, but they basically just took the 4 NES games and just stripped them from their carts and threw them on a disc and threw a track of really crappy sound effects on a CD and like 1 or 2 songs and said, here you go, here's this for $30 and enjoy. So if you haven't experienced these games on the Virtual Console, the GBA, the NES, the original SNES version of Super Mario All-Stars, the other million ways that you can play this game, you know, if you can, try and check this out and get a second print copy. But it's definitely not necessary. They are really fun games, but you know, the Wii collection is no different than the other versions if you already own them on some other platform. And of course, no Wii collection is complete without Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Guys, this is hands down my favorite game for the Wii, simply because I could play this game probably for 12 hours straight and not get bored of it. There was just an incredible roster of characters in this game, great stages. I love the Smash Ball that was implemented into this game. It's basically each character has a distinct move that you can get if you smash this ball, and you basically just wipe out everyone on the stage at once. It's so cool. And there were just a lot of great new items and things that they added to the game that just really amped up the experience for me. I really, really hope that they'll be making another one for the Wii, but seeing that the new HD Nintendo console is coming out pretty soon, from what we hear, I'm assuming that we're not going to see another game. But this here, you know, I can't say enough about it. If you haven't played it, while I'm sure anybody already has, you need to go get it. But there also was a nice story mode implemented. It was kind of cliche and not really complex or well thought out, but it was still kind of cool. So, guys, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I can't recommend it enough. It is just a phenomenal game. Last but certainly not least, Super Mario Galaxy. Single-handedly the best-looking game available on the Wii. I have not played the second one, but I'm sure the graphics surpass this one. But, guys, this game was just incredible. People complained about having motion sickness and things like that because when you're walking around on the planets and stuff, you can kind of get you dizzy. I didn't have that problem. I just found myself walking around these levels staring complete unbelief. I mean, the level of detail to these levels is just simply incredible. And it's just that same awe factor that you get like when you played Super Mario 64 for the first time, or Super Mario Sunshine, you know, for the GameCube, and now this. It was just so incredible. Such a great experience. There are just a lot of great levels, a lot of cool power-ups that you can get with Mario, and you know, guys, I can't really recommend it enough. You collect stars, you go into the different levels, great platforming, and the graphics are just simply amazing. Alright guys, so real quick, I'm going to show you my virtual console games. Obviously the quality isn't great. I really need to get a new camera, seeing that this one sucks. But obviously right here we have Super Mario 64, Kirby's Crystal Shards, Wave Race 64, Yoshi's Story, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Sonic the Hedgehog. Not a bunch of games, but like I said, guys, I'm still working on my collection for the Wii. It's just a great system with a great library of games. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here real quick. A little overhead view of the collection. Like I said, not a lot of games, but I love the system. So guys, I just want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this collection video for my Wii.